Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here with Enlightened World Network. We bring you a guided meditation every day of the year. And on Wednesdays, Teri and I do something we call meditation excavation. That means we meditate with you and we just see where spirit leads us. We have no idea where this is going today, but can't wait to see where it goes. Good morning, Teri.
Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, well, you ready, Teri?
I am more than ready. It's a beautiful day.
Here we go. Okay. Well, let's just get comfortable on our chairs, or if you're laying on the floor, just feel the support of the chair or the floor underneath you. Let's just take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. We're going to slow our thinking down, slow our breathing down. Just close out any distractions. So let's go to our root chakra. It's at the base of our spine. We're going to take a deep breath in and imagine roots that are growing out through your root chakra, going down your legs, out your feet, and they're going to go all the way down into the center of Mother Earth. We're just going to ground ourselves here for just a moment. So Teri, already I'm seeing this is different than usual. I'm seeing that the roots as they go down are also going sideways, and they're seeking a water source, which is kind of fascinating. Never seen that in our meditations before. Teri and I were just talking about how the West in particular is just parched for water. So I'm just going to watch those roots that are seeking the water source. It's found an underground, I don't know what that would be. It's not an underground river. I'm just going to say an underground water source.
It's going deep enough to find the source. And isn't that an amazing analogy, how we have to go deep enough to find source?
We've never actually stopped here at the root chakra before, so this is interesting. But as I'm seeing that those roots have found a water source and they're soaking up, is this water? No. Is this life force? Yes. Okay. So it looks like they're getting wider as they're soaking up this life force. And it feels like, you know how water is the only thing that sort of helps you when you're parched? You know, it satisfies you when you're parched. It feels like this life force is helping to not feel parched, to feel sated. So they're inviting this life force to come up through those roots up into our bodies. up into the emotional body, the physical body, the spiritual body. Just allow that nourishment to come up. Teri, while we're doing that, would you please invite in the archangels and the spiritual divinity?
Absolutely. Let's start with the 4 archangels that surround us from the 4 directions. So first we'll call on Archangel Raphael, angel of healing. Raphael is coming in with the element of air. So feeling the breeze as he comes in, the freshness, the newness. There's been a lot of powerful wind going on out here in the West. So I think Raphael is doing a lot of healing. And thank you, Raphael, for being with us. Archangel Michael from the South, bringing in the energy of fire, taking on whatever we release and just burning it and transmuting it to positive. Michael's our protector, our guardian. Thank you for making this a safe space for us to do this work. Archangel Gabriel from the West, bringing in that energy of water that we're all craving right now, just wanting more and more of that energy. Water brings clarity, and that's what our world is seeking right now, is more clarity. Thank you, Gabriel, for helping us to see more clearly in our daily lives, in our daily walk with spirit. And Archangel Uriel, we've already been feeling that balancing, grounding energy as Ruth led us to look at the root chakra, look at how our roots are going deep into the earth for that grounding, for centering. And thank you, Uriel, for guiding us and guiding the roots to the source. Any of the other angels that want to be present, thank you. And we call on Divine Mother, we call on Source, God energy, and Christ consciousness. Thank you for being here with us in this meditation. Any of the ascended masters, ancestors, loved ones on the spirit side, thank you for being present as we go wherever this meditation takes us today. And it seems to be taking us deep into the center of the earth. So let's give honor and respect also to our Mother Earth, who I lovingly call Mama Gaia, and just embrace her today, calling in all of our spiritual energy to ask for peace on this planet. Let's take a moment and just immerse in that energy. And thank you to Spirit for helping us all to feel that connection in our hearts right now. Take a breath in and connect in with whatever is coming your way. There may be one or more of the spiritual energies that's helping you to open up to who you are. Just acknowledge it, accept it, align with it. The one that's coming the most clearest for me is Divine Mother. I feel her nurturing energy right now, holding us all up, but I just feel like I have her arms wrapped around me.
When you invited Archangel Michael in, he came in with such power and such strength to me, just palpable strength. And for me, I see he's guiding us along with Divine Mother. She and he are always together in my spiritual space with Archangel Raphael. So not a surprise that they're here, and so thankful that they are. But Archangel Michael is showing me, I think we're just going to stay in the center of the earth for this meditation, which is unusual for us. But it's almost like he's got spelunking gear on. So we're supposed to go down. We're going down a staircase, Archangel Michael in front of us, Divine Mother behind us. And we're just going down this stairs of natural stone. It seems dark, as one would expect in the center of the earth, but yet we can see where we're going. Teri, can you see that we're
Dude, yeah, it feels like cave energy. If you've ever explored a cave, there's a dank energy. I feel moisture, even though I'm not seeing it yet. And it reminds me, Ruth, of when we went to the fairy cave there in Colorado. It's just that type of energy where there's sparkle lights and you don't really see a source of it, but you know there is a source bringing through that light. And that's what's happening here as Gaia helps us and leads us on this path.
So we're following the root system. So I think we are going to the source of the life force that we had seen before. And I can actually hear something now. Teri, you were talking about the cavernous, almost echoey, how sounds get echoey down there?
Yes.
So, Teri, I was understanding earlier that we are doing a healing pool, which is I won't say it's the source of chi, but it's a form of life force where we can go and immerse ourselves in this energy and receive healing on a physical or spiritual, emotional basis. Yeah.
Looks like we're being led to the water.
Uh-huh.
And I think like when we go to the virtual healing pool, this is not necessarily all liquid water as we know it here on Earth. It feels like it is very energetic water and liquid that we're going to.
Right. You can run your hand through it and not get wet.
Right.
But you can also scoop it up and dump it on yourselves and be totally immersed in it. It's a fascinating energy, really. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing us, we've finished coming down the stairs and there's this immensely huge, I would say pool for lack of a better term, but it's as far as you can see to the right and to the left of this divine energy. And it's up to us how we want to connect with it. If we want to step in it, lay in it, you can lay in it, have your head totally immersed in it and still be breathing. If you're breathing in spirit form, I never think about breathing in spirit form, but, or if you want to sit on the edge of it, it's completely up to you. We've spent so much time, Teri, at the healing pool in the ethereal realm. So my mind is just curious how this is different. So I'm just looking around and seeing what I experience here.
Feeling the elementals, Ruth. And it's interesting because I see them like with little rafts. They're so tiny, and they're just having a ball out in this pool. They're rowing their boats. They're just drifting and allowing. And I think that's our huge message from them, is when we get to this place, allow the energy. Just have the experience you're going to experience with it without any expectations. There's one that has a pirate ship.
That's cute.
They're just having fun. And that's what we're invited to do. You know, when we go into a dark place, into where we can't see the bright light, and we lighten up our energy, it doesn't matter what is happening around us. We're getting that total connection in with spirit. And that's when the illumination will happen.
So I'm choosing to sit in the water, and remembering we came down through our root chakras. And so I'm making sure that my root chakra is fully covered in this energy. And I could really feel like tingling and clearing out of anything that's no longer serving me. So then, of course, I want to totally immerse myself, because why would I just hold back with one chakra?
Staying focused on the root, and everything that is affected with the root chakra is our sense of safety, our sense of security, our nutrition, the things that we need to survive in the human body. It's also family, and family can be other than your biological family. It can be your spiritual group that you're supported by. There's so much going on with this root chakra, but I'm really feeling that sense of safety and security right now, that's where I need to strengthen. So I'm just allowing that to happen. And the roots are going deeper. They're actually going underneath this pool, is where mine are. They're just like sitting under there, just taking in the energy of the pool.
The difference, one of the differences that I'm seeing between this healing pool and one of the ethereal healing pools is this energy feels heavier. And I sort of laid down in it, and I was feeling, it's weird, but the words that I was hearing was that it was removing trace minerals, almost like a magnetic pull, which is an interesting concept.
So you're being detoxed.
I am being detoxed, and I've been
I
around.
love that.
Yeah, I've been around an awful lot of ash from the fire, and it feels like it's just clearing out some of those toxins that I've been sucking up in the physical. So friends, as you're experiencing this healing pool, what are you seeing and what are you feeling? What are you feeling guided to? To sit in the pool, immerse yourself in the pool, scoop up the liquid and pour it on yourself, or just stand on the outside of the pool and look in. Whatever you're feeling guided to is perfect. And we are not alone. As Teri said, there are so many elementals here. It's interesting, Teri, when we're at the ethereal pool, I see so many angels. And at this pool, I see so many elementals.
Yes.
Huh.
The earth energy, that's what they're helping us connect to. I see a lot of green. The color green is really coming through, and that connection to nature, connecting into all of the portals that are around the earth. It feels like they're all just springing wide open for all of us to feel them and to know them. And that portal energy is so huge. We allow ourselves to really know the earth plane, and not the physical, but the magnetic energy, like you were saying, that helps to cleanse us. When we immerse in Mother Earth energy, we get more balanced. We find the center of our being, and we feel stronger from that. And that's the importance of helping the root chakra, because it strengthens us in that core foundation. And that helps us to have more confidence as we go through life.
Teri, looking at some of these elementals, I'm getting the feeling that they haven't seen folk like us.
Imagine that.
Sort of a bewildered look.
Right.
And I'm not sure that they've been seen before by folk like us. I'm sort of getting that feeling that it's a two-way thing, that it's new on their part to see and to be seen.
They're not shy.
Mm.
They're very confident. And that's the earth energy, is a confidence and that groundedness. Because when you're grounded, you don't swirl off into the fear or anxiety or anything else. You just stay focused. And that's what they're doing right now, is focusing on what's going on. Focusing on the healing is what I'm hearing. They know that we came here to be healed.
Teri, the smell is very pungent, earthy. I believe these elementals have healing energy.
And they give it so freely. Are you seeing your reflection in the pool, Ruth?
No, because I'm having an experience with one of the elementals.
Okay.
So,
You go ahead.
I stepped away from the pool.
So who's working with you?
You know, it's a shape I've never experienced before. There's a similarity with some of these shapes and some of the galactic beings, which is interesting. But this one, I don't even know how to describe it because it doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before. But it put a finger out and onto my forehead, and I thought, is that a scene from E.T.? Is that a scene from E.T.? But when when it did that, I was seeing light, like healing light, come through that being and through my body. And because I came on with a headache, actually, and now I'm not feeling the headache. So maybe it is a scene from ET, but I just experienced it myself. Hmm. So I said, thank you. And it turned around and sort of scuttered off. So well, interesting. I've not really thought about the healing virtues of the elementals. I don't know that I've experienced that before.
Very powerful. I spent a lot of time with them when I was in Vermont last year. And it's amazing just to feel that groundedness. And that's the beginning of the healing. So I feel like you had to come to this place, let your roots just go deeper and deeper. And then you were able to get the healing that was needed. I love this. And any of us can experience that in any given moment. Just get more centered and balanced into that beautiful earth energy and allow yourself to experience the healing.
Well, and a reminder, we came in with Archangel Michael and Divine Mother. To me, that's always a safeguard.
Yeah, and I'm hearing one of the roles of the elementals is protection. They are the protectors, the guardians of the earth. And when they see that we are open to that protection and open to what they have to offer, we can receive the healing, we receive the groundedness, whatever is needed in our root chakra, any of the chakras, but especially the root. That's what they're going to help us to bring in, is that kind of energy of being connected. It feels good. It feels warm. I was a little, not cold, but you know how you go into a cave and it's not a real warm feeling to walk in there. And now it's just almost like the sun started shining inside the cave. And I'm reminded that usually when you're in a cave, there are openings. There's portals where the daylight or whatever light is out there that can come through those portals. And that's what it feels like just happened. We opened portals while we were here.
Teri, in the pool right now, I went back to the pool, and if you've ever seen a bioluminescent bay, as you move your hand through the water, then it makes I don't know if they're kind of like bugs, for lack of scientific terminology, in the water that then they turn on their little lights, like a firefly, but not. And so you move your hand in the water and then the lights are just flickering, and it's really so magical. And that's what I'm seeing, but this is different because as I do that, those elementals, these are teeny, teeny, tiny elementals, I'm seeing that, are like adhering to my, I don't have flesh down there, to what would be my arm down there. And then as I pull my arm out, it's all of these little lights. It's really very magical. But what I'm seeing is that they're not just bugs or, phosphorescent bacteria or whatever you want to call it. They're little elementals, but it's like they're injecting, it doesn't hurt, this light energy into my body, whatever is in the water or in the healing energy. Just focus on these little guys for just a minute. Can you see that, Teri? Because I see you
Yeah.
glowing, covered with these things.
Yes, yes, I love it. And not only do I see it, but I feel it. There's a shift that happens when you start going more into your light body. And that's what they're helping us with, Ruth. They're helping us to connect in with our light body. It feels so good.
Yeah, it's very fun energy. It's very uplifting, high vibrational, humorous energy.
Yeah, there's a constant buzz. I don't know if you're hearing it, but that's them emitting laughter, praise. Just as they go along, they're just letting their energy out to the outside, because what's on the inside does come to the outside. And they are bringing in such love, such praise for the Creator, praise for all of spirit that's helping us throughout this journey that we're on in this life. And they're part of it. They're a conduit. So they're helping to create an energy of safety, but also an energy of allowing for the very best experience possible. And when we're grounded and balanced, we're going to have that. We're not going to be so worried about anything on the outside. It's going to be a connection to the inside. I think I'm stringing some of those lights you were talking about, kind of like a Christmas decoration, just putting it all around the pool, decorating the pool.
Mm. Well, I'm seeing even Archangel Michael and Divine Mother with all of these little lights all over them.
Yeah. Spiritual glow. I love that. Seems like there's a story in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure many people know of this place. When we go to the ethereal realm, I see so many spirits in and out of body there. And down here, I'm not seeing that. I don't know how known this is.
I think that's the beauty of this particular meditation that we do every Wednesday, Ruth. We call it meditation excavation because we'd never know what's going to be uncovered. So I think you're right. I think there's many people that don't know how to make that connection in with this deep heart of Earth, which represents the deep part of each of us. And to go deeper is sometimes a little scary to walk down that road and to uncover what comes forth. But as you can see from today's meditation, it wasn't scary at all. It was beautiful.
Teri, you were talking about the root chakra. How is a symbol of safety and security and your health, your finances. This actually sort of feels like this is what, and maybe this is the only thing that this healing pool really focuses on. They're actually telling me works with all of the other chakras, so never mind. But boy, I'm really seeing how strongly it works with the root chakra.
They're showing me that, they said, just think of a plant, a flower in particular, that if it's getting the nutrients it needs through the root, it comes up through the root to the whole plant. And then the plant is able to thrive. It's able to open and be whatever it is, whether it's a rose or a daffodil, whatever that is, that it pulls the nourishment up from its roots. So that's how we are, just let the nourishment that's there come up through the root, and it will affect all the other chakras, but it has to be that firm foundation for us to thrive and to really be the full potential that we're here to be.
Interesting. The meditation yesterday with Neelam Serene, she was channeling source. And one of the things that was shared was the need to remain firmly grounded, to not be like a leaf that's not tethered, right? And so here we are getting this opportunity to firmly ground. Wow, I love how spirit works. It's like a curriculum that builds on itself day after day. What they're also showing me is that this particular healing pool can be really useful for helping to clear energy from past lives, energy that we may carry forward into our lifetime that might give us fears and anxieties over things that we're not even conscious of, because it's lifetime that might give us, it's leftover energy. So this healing pool is really, really helpful for that past life energy, releasing of that.
Any life that we have experienced, any lifetime, it's all connected. It's all gathered in our DNA. And sometimes we don't know that something that we're going through is being brought through from another life stream. So it definitely can be cleared, and the elementals can help with that.
Teri, if you look around the pool right now, when you said that, all of a sudden there's just like this bank of elementals on every side of the pool. Wow.
They're also, I hear them shouting out names. So I don't know what that's all about, unless they're calling in different people to come to the pool. Come to the water. It's not really water as we know it, but it's a healing energy, which water is, as Gabriel brings it through for clarity. It helps us to understand more, and that's what they're helping us do today, is to understand. I'm really feeling the energy of my friend Jean, who is in Vermont, works so closely with the elementals. And I feel her energy there in that pool. And She's one that loves to go into the water. So I know that she's very immersed in the water right now.
Well, and I had seen a few minutes ago a line of folks wanting to come in, but they were giving us like a private experience, but then they opened the doors. And so I'm seeing all these folks coming in, and similarly to, there's the chimes, similarly to the ethereal realm healing pool, there is an angel next to each person. And I'm seeing here in this, this middle of the earth healing pool, there's an elemental next to each person. No one comes here alone. But boy, everybody's happy to be here. Wow, very cool.
It's a very happy place.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting. We were allowed to experience it by ourselves before other folks coming in. Like they used it to teach us. Not sure we could have learned all that if it was full of other spirit, but
Feels like we opened that up. That's what we were doing, opening the gateway. And the elementals, especially the Fae, work with the gateways. So that was where they took us, so we could do that. We could allow it then to open for more people to come in.
There's a lot of healing going on right now.
A whole lot of healing going on.
Just watching is fascinating. So if you want to come back to this place, I would ask in Divine Mother and Archangel Michael and ask them to bring you here. Or save this meditation and meditate along with this meditation again to come back to this place.
And reminder that it will be shown again at 10 o'clock Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Dreams Restream happens every night here on Enlightened World Network.
So Teri, I think it's time for us to come back up. I see us walking back up the stairs. Divine Mother, Archangel Michael, and I see we're like dripping in these, the little tiny light guys. We're just like dripping in it. Wow. Wow. This is one of those meditations I'm gonna have to sit and think about for a few minutes. I can tell. That's a cool one.
My friend Jean was watching the meditation today and so happy. And she said, very few visit the eternal well where you will never thirst. I love that. But we opened it up. We opened that gateway with the help of the elementals today, so that anybody who wants to come into that pool is welcome to just wade right in.
Wow. Wow. You talk about meditation excavation. A little spelunking going on there.
We were really excavating today.
Really excavating today. Teri, thank you so much.
Oh,
Friends,
thank you.
here at Enlightened World Network, it is an enlightened world. It's kind of crazy how much is going on that we just aren't that aware of. So thanks for being here with us. Thank you for experiencing these things with us. We're so grateful to Divine Mother and Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael and all of the elementals for all of the gifts that they gave to us. We know that they're there anytime we want to go back, and just so appreciative for that connection with them now. We've seen them, they've seen us. Total goosebumps saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful connection. Oh, Ruth, I have loved this meditation today. I love working with the elementals, and this really felt good. It felt grounding, and it's a busy day for me, so I needed that grounding. I needed the balance. And thank you for going with me into that pool and into that deep place in the earth. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, so much love to you, Teri. So friends here at Enlightened World Network, take good care. God bless. We'll see you all soon.
Bye, everyone.